Hola, mis amigos. Bienvenido a la referencia de la película, aka the movie reference. This is episode 37.
With your host.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. With your hosts, Mark Denny and Brittany Denny. Cheers. Don't forget the laughter and applause.
No interrupting the podcast.
Applause. Hey, I was doing the intro and everything right now. Don't forget.
We got interrupted because Nathan said that sounds like McDonald's.
What?
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Oh my god.
I'm loving the movie reference.
There you go. Don't forget to follow at the movie reference on Instagram. And of course, listen to it and follow it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Anchor. That's right. So with all that out of the way, I'm so confused at this intro. I said our names, right?
Yeah, you said our names.
Okay. It's so good to be back. This episode is titled It's Not About You.
Whoa. What are you trying to say, dog?
It's not about you, dog.
Damn, that's cold. It's all about me.
It's a Doctor Strange reference.
Which I did not rewatch.
No, she did not watch. She disappointed you guys. However, I did not. That's right. I did not disappoint, and I will talk about Doctor Strange. I don't know what she's going to talk about, but I'm going to talk about Doctor Strange towards the end of this episode. So I hope you're ready for that. Can't wait for the sequel that's coming out. Oh my gosh, this week.
Yeah, I'm seeing it Saturday.
I'm seeing it Saturday as well. An afternoon
What
showing.
time? Oh, afternoon. Lame. We're going with the big kids at 10:45. So
the evening shows were sold out. I was a little bit behind on the 8 ball, but I'm going.
Looks like someone dropped the ball.
Wow. Looks like somebody is the ball.
I'm
sorry.
See, a beast rock.
No, it was not. It slipped. It came out of my mouth. I'm sorry. Anyways, so guys, what's going on? Hopefully everything's going great and gravy with y'all. We are attempting magic over here, creating new ideas and new things that we would like to implement eventually, and we will tell you when those will happen. We are planning it together because we are a duo. Together. But some things that we are just having fun with, I don't know, maybe we'll have you guys vote. Thinking of doing things like, Mark's movie moment highlights, something like that. Or Brittany's Cheese-Made Corner.
Cheese-Made.
I hopefully one of these days, these could be jingles, Mark's movie moment highlight. And then Brittany's Cheese-Made Corner. Something like that.
I guess you just did the jingle right now. So
I think I just did the jingle.
We don't need to hire someone.
You think so? It was a perfect pitch? I'm very self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious because mom and dad said my voice was not made for the mic.
Wow.
I think your voice sounds excellent for the mic.
Thank you. I heard it.
You have a movie voice.
I have in a world.
You don't need a singing voice.
You're right.
Yeah, just don't sing.
Yeah.
Wow, that hurt.
And don't listen to the parents; they're haters.
Haters. Okay.
Hater.
So let's just have for funsies. Let's get into Mark's movie moment highlights. Real quick, and I'm gonna hear your thoughts.
Maybe let's hire a singer.
Okay. Yeah, let's hire someone. Justine.
Justine.
She's not listening.
She still needs to do her jingle for this show.
Oh yeah, you mean the jingle that she forgot that she had to write?
Whoa.
I mean, so what if school gets in the way?
Maybe some dollars would motivate her.
Ooh, do I have it in the budget? Maybe.
we have no budget.
I know. We're unlimited.
Yeah, we could say that.
Which means that this is the highest quality podcast you are going to hear out there in the market today. I mean, light years beyond anything that you could listen to. I mean, the crystal clear audio, the uninterrupted Zoom, um, the
Are you throwing shade, bro?
I was up in the show. I was being an optimistic host. I love the show and I love what it does. Anyways, oh jeez, Louise, you distract me, girlfriend.
Oh, well, let's
All
do
right.
your movie corner.
Yeah, let's do
Movie
this. Okay.
moment.
So, The Batman has been announced. They're going to do a sequel. Matt Reeves is coming back to direct and write. And Robert Pattinson, of course, is coming back as the Cape Crusader. They announced it at CinemaCon this week, which I want to go. It's in Las Vegas. It's it's a movie theater event specifically put together for movie theater owners. So I'm thinking of owning a movie theater. B,
Good investment.
figuring out how to get there. I'm assuming that regular people can go, but
We can lie and say we're an LLC and we have a movie theater.
maybe,
Perhaps.
So what do you think about Batman 2? You excited? No, yay, nay?
If they could take our criticisms from the first one and apply it to the second one, then I wouldn't be excited, but I would watch it.
Wow.
How's
I'm
that
excited.
sound?
The Batman to me has gotten better and better, and the music I listen to frequently by the world famous Michael Giacchino. I love that score. I just think it's the only thing I have a problem with is that it's too long, and I know where I don't know.
Should have ended.
Yeah, but other than that, it's just something magical at the same time for people like me who are fans of Batman. You know, just say Avatar.
You know what's funny though? There's some movies where you're like, for me, I was like, I wish it never ended. But that Batman,
You're
there's
like,
a couple parts where I'm like, this movie could be over right now. I'd be fine.
that's fair enough. I get that. I get that very much. Just like how I feel about Avatar. Avatar 2, I got a new title, Avatar: The Way of Water.
Is it gonna have the same people?
It's gonna
Sam
have the
Worthington?
same people. Yeah.
Is that like the only movie he's ever done?
Well, he
No,
was.
I know he's done like there's one about the afterlife.
He did
and then
Terminator.
Terminator, but since then, what else?
He's done what Wrath of he's a Wrath of the Titans. He's done The Man on the Ledge.
Oh, okay.
You know,
So he's just doing little and little.
I feel like he's doing a lot of little stuff. I think he was in Everest. You know that movie with Jake Gyllenhaal, Josh Brolin, and all them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you know, so Avatar: Way of the Way of the Water. You guys who listen to the podcast are not excited for this movie whatsoever. I asked the question. I think the ratio was 20% heck yes versus 80% I'm over it, like or passing. I think I put pass on it.
It's only been like 10 years. You should get excited. Hype it up.
10 years, and not only that, people there's like four other movies coming, or either 4 or 3. I can't remember now. 3 to 4 movies that are coming after this one.
Same of Avatar.
So, and they're all done. They all, you know, some capacity are done.
I'd rather watch that than the Airbender Avatar.
Of course. I'm not excited. I just wanted to hear your thoughts on it and to say that I did see everyone's you know, response to it, and it doesn't look like it's something people are looking forward to. Sorry, Sam's gonna make a cameo in this production, just so you guys know. Something that made me super excited. Mission Impossible 7 got a title.
Oh, what's the title?
It's called Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Heck yeah, I am super excited for that. Oh man, I can't read.
But what if before it comes out, we have a Tom Cruise conspiracy moment? What if there's some drama?
I don't want
Who
any
is
drama.
he dating? Who is he with? Nobody knows.
Everything's secret.
Maybe he's with himself.
Boom.
Boom. To avoid the drama, I presume.
Maybe. I don't know. Or maybe he's courting somebody else right now. He's trying to figure out how to make it happen. Did you hear Lady Gaga's doing the theme song for Top Gun Maverick?
What?
Yeah, it's like
But
called
why?
Hold My Breath or something. I don't remember.
Instead
But
of take my breath away.
exactly. They need an anthem like that. And supposedly Top Gun Maverick is spectacular. I heard nothing but good things. People got to see it in CinemaCon last week. That's another reason why I want to go to that place, is that they get to see movies in advance.
The
How
whole
cool.
movie or
The
just
whole
the teaser?
film. They said
Damn.
it's so good and that you don't have to watch the first one. The first one, I told Lisette, I said, there's no way I would show her the first Top Gun because just speaking for myself, I grew up on that movie. I'm used to its cheesiness. I'm used to its nostalgia. My mom loved it. So I watched it. I loved it. Showing Lisette, I know she would hate it.
How would you know that?
She would hate
It's got
because
romance. It's got action. It
She-
has corniness to it.
she hates Tom Cruise.
How
That's
could
number
she
one.
ever hate Tom Cruise?
She
He's so
just-
likable.
She just does. She's on the side of Katie Holmes. That's what she says. So I don't know.
Is she a Seventh Heaven girl?
No, I don't
Is that
know
what
actually.
Katie? Is that what Katie Holmes is in? Right?
No, that isn't that Jessica Biel, Seventh Heaven.
I don't know. They're all the same to me.
Katie Holmes is Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. That's probably why.
I don't know actually,
I
but
love
yeah,
Tom Cruise.
but I just know it's just trying to get her to enjoy the Marvel universe. As she does and she doesn't at the same time. So just imagine watching Top Gun with her. I don't think that would go very well,
Mm.
in my opinion. I mean, maybe she'll want to check it out.
Watch
But
it with us.
well, no, the second movie, I already told her that she has to take me.
Let's watch the first Top Gun at the house,
Oh, okay. I see.
and then we'll go see the second one.
Yeah.
She has to know the nostalgia.
I think in that way, it will be funny to her.
Yeah.
Like with us, like enjoy. Like we've seen movies with her before that she's not into, but what she saw with us, it ended up being a fun moment. So maybe in this case, we could be like, "Oh, here comes a shirtless scene."
I don't like you. You're dangerous.
Ooh,
Oh.
I tried to do the
Hey, is
teeth
Val
thing.
Kilmer gonna be in this one, or is he just like the?
I
small
mean,
moments?
Yeah, he's in it.
Wow.
He's in it. I don't know how it's going to work exactly. I saw his documentary, and oh man, that documentary was really heartbreaking to watch.
Yeah, I don't know how he's. Can he talk?
I think he talks, but it's very gravelly.
Yeah,
And so
that's gonna make me want to cry every time he comes on.
yeah, but I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they found a way to make it work. And now
You better work, bitch.
I wanted to get into this part to lead into your cheese made, because I know you have a whole bunch of cheese made today. But I want to talk about this first piece of cheese made first, okay?
Okay.
Justin Lin, the director of Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift, Fast and the Furious 4, Fast 5, Fast and the Furious 6, and Fast 9, left Fast 10. They were a week into filming the latest Fast and the Furious movie, and all of a sudden we get a statement that says that he is leaving the film as a director. He's going to stay on as producer, but he's leaving as a director. Now, this was crazy to me because I was like, whoa, it's been a week. Charlize Theron was just sharing pictures of her returning back to the Cypher role, right? She's back in the movie and then she took a picture with Jason Momoa. So it seemed like everything was like, okay. And the fact that Justin Lin, it's like a sure thing, right? He's been involved in the series. He directed many of these films. He brought it back from the brink of you know, I don't know how to describe it. He brought it back to a nice form. Now it's kind of it's played itself out. It's a little over, and it needs to explore different storylines. It needs to do other things than what it's doing right now. But he's been involved, and I know he was involved in the process of making Fast 10 and everything. And so I thought this was just so fascinating. But this is what happened. I started thinking in my head, there's something more to this story, right? Obviously, the guy's
Yeah.
he's leaving this movie a weekend. Something happened, and I went to Vin Diesel's page, and he had posted this video. Here we go, cheese man.
Cheese Bake Corner.
He posted this video of him and the director Justin Lin, and it's completely the most uncomfortable thing. Maybe I'm reading into it, but man, to me, in my eyes, he did not want to be there with Vin Diesel. Like, it looked like he was being forced against his will to make that video, because Vin Diesel's bread and butter is social media, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, this feels weird. And basically, it's just Vin boasting about how the first week went, and Justin's just like, yep. And Vin going, what do you think this movie's going to be? In my heart, the best one, or whatever. Like, it was very awkward. And I've seen videos with them before, and
It wasn't
Justin's
like that before?
no, Justin's very lively. I remember he celebrated Vin's birthday on the last movie, I think it was,
Yeah.
and it was different. This felt really awkward. And so that's my speculation. I think something happened between him and Vin Diesel. And
Vin Diesel does seem like a jerk.
well, it's not difficult to assume that,
Yeah.
because of what happened between him and The Rock. There's nobody else that's been called out really as being obnoxious. I'm starting to think that Fast and Furious has kind of gotten to his head because it is so successful,
Has to.
but I don't know, man. It just seems very fishy. And I know today, I just want to be completely clear that I had these thoughts before today. There's like a report going out today that kind of confirms my thoughts that Vin Diesel was not being the utmost professional. Now, of course, it's all, it's all rumors and speculation right now. Nothing's confirmed. But when I heard that today, I was like, okay, so maybe I'm on to something here. And I just want to say, full disclosure, I heard about it. I heard the rumors today, but I already had this already in my head ready for the show. You know what I'm saying? So nothing influenced me to share that opinion. But I just think that it's a little weird for someone to dedicate that much time into making, or to, develop the next one in the series, to leave a weekend. So,
Dang.
I talked a whole lot.
I don't know. Maybe they'll reveal something when it's done.
They always do. It's just like we assume.
That's their thing to get publicity for the movie.
Yeah, and they did that with Fast 8. They did this whole, like, they used the beef between The Rock and Vin Diesel as publicity for the movie. And for me, it just made the movie worse when I went to go see it.
Because you're like, it's awkward.
Yeah, and not only that, it got confirmed afterwards that they didn't film any scenes together. That if they did look like they were on screen together, they were like on green screen, or they weren't even in the same shot. And so it was like, right? And it's like, who's in the wrong? You know what I mean? Because Vin Diesel at the same time looks, he looks like somebody that like cares about his craft and likes making movies and stuff.
Problem with Vin Diesel is he thinks he's a good actor and he thinks that he's the star of the film.
Well, he is the star of the film.
I get that, but The Rock brings more people to the movie than Vin Diesel does. Vin Diesel was likable in the first one. That was
I
it.
love Vin Diesel in the first movie.
The first one, he was perfect. He showed some acting chops, but now he's lazy. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. He thinks he's needed, but they can literally cast someone else, and I'd probably see it instead.
Boom.
That's like the one instance, where someone like a main star gets replaced and people are like, well, I'm not gonna watch it now. I watch it if he's out of there.
Fast and Furious is one of those franchises that you could replace anybody, and I would go check it out.
Yeah.
There's nobody that
For the lulls.
I think that's the same thing that happened when Fast 2 came out. It was like, oh, Vin Diesel's not in this one. That's okay because Paul is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It'd be different if it was Mission Impossible. If they recast Tom Cruise, it'd be like,
not for me.
I'm out. I'm out. All right, let's get into Brittany's Cheese Corner. What do you got?
Well. Where do I even begin? So,
wait? Did you get the thing I sent you?
What thing?
I sent you something today specifically about.
Oh.
On Instagram.
One moment, everyone. Brief intermission.
I didn't know if you needed this.
Oh, I already knew this.
It's crazy, right?
But thank you.
Okay.
So, I've been keeping up with the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case.
Drama.
Defamation case. And I know that she hasn't done her testimony and it's like only halfway through. But from what I hear, and from the amount of people that are loyal to Johnny Depp compared to her, sheesh, this woman is an SOB. She is a crazy ass bitch. Okay, let me begin. So, let me just say something.
Oh, God.
Wait, I'm not trying to be controversial, but
Okay.
It's telling if even her own parents are on Johnny Depp's side.
They are?
Yeah, they're on his side.
Whoa.
And oh my God. I don't know if you watched the testimony for her in the UK.
No.
Of her DV claims, but you can tell the whole time she's acting. She's like fake crying and she can't even remember what happened to her. Like it's a video of her. She's like, and then he pulled my hair, and she's like crying but without tears. And then they'll ask her something, and then she'll be completely straight faced, and within seconds.
Oh, man.
And I was like, how did they believe anything she said? Like, you could tell she's acting the entire time. It's insane. So then
that reminds me of that. Sorry, real quick. Sorry. It reminds me of that boy that got jail time, and they had that like it was like a meme where he's like crying, but he's not really crying.
For killing. I forget. Like,
Yeah,
he
I forget
actually shot
too.
people, but yeah,
But people were making fun of him because he was totally not selling his
he's not. And
remorse.
so I feel like if that case got more attention, the public would have saw, because that acting, you already know she's a terrible actress, but then you see it, like you have to watch it, right? You'll laugh your ass off, because I was like,
can I watch it with you? Like, I think that would be better.
Yeah, we'll put it on the screen so you can see, because I was like, how did they all fall for it? And then I watched it, I was like, now how the fuck did they fall for that? But I think it's because it was during the time, it was, the Me Too and everything.
That's what I was gonna say.
And they didn't want to discredit women, which they shouldn't.
Right.
But come on, you gotta. Anyway, so I'm watching the case. Johnny Depp has so many people that have been working for him for years, only have nice things to say about him, and they're all account for they all can agree that Amber, like before they got married, she was so nice and polite and all that. Then all of a sudden, once they get married, then she wants to start wearing the pants in a relationship and bossing Johnny around. She's emotionally abusive and like verbally calling him a fat cunt word, She calls him a deadbeat dad. She goes, "You are not a man," because he never wants to fight her back because she'll hit him. And it was really weird. Like they'll argue and he doesn't want to deal with it. And then she's like, "Well, I hope his Jack's stepfather will teach him to be more of a man than you." I'm like, what the hell? And then,
Jeez.
it's crazy, dude. This woman, she wants all of Johnny Depp's money. So when they got divorced, she was like, "I don't want anything. I'm gonna give it all to the children's hospital." So the lawyer, he says that. He's like, "Yeah, at first the money was supposed to go straight to the hospital in Amber Heard's name. All of a sudden, she decides she wants the checks to go directly to her. So she was supposed to get $7 million in settlement, and all of it was supposed to go to the children's hospital and some other hospital. And they claim that only $350,000 was actually from her, but technically maybe 100,000 was just from her because she had donations from Elon Musk in her name sent over. I don't know what's going on there.
Thank you, Twitter CEO.
I know. I was like, this guy needs to testify. This bitch is crazy. Because
But isn't he testify on her behalf though?
I don't know. Like James Franco was supposed to as well, but I think he has too much drama because they're gonna ask him about the underage girls and stuff. So I feel like that's why he's not gonna testify.
Yeah.
But he doesn't. So what else was I gonna talk about? So she didn't donate any of the money, but she said live in an interview, "I didn't want anything." And they're like, "Wow, you're such an inspiration." She goes, "I sent all of it to the hospital." And then the lawyer goes, "This bitch did not."
Yeah.
So, and you know, less words than
Well,
me.
see, and that's the thing is like the unfortunate part of this whole situation is
He lost his career,
okay.
and she
If
didn't.
he is, we just want to say if he is innocent and all this stuff, if he comes in the clear, then yeah, she really effed up his career, right?
But
She came out with those claims during the Me Too movement, and everybody was so quick to pull the plug on anybody associated with it,
Yep.
right? So Johnny Depp got fired from Pirates of the Caribbean. He got fired from Fantastic Beasts and all these things. And he was looked at as the monster.
Mhm.
Now, and the weird thing is, leading up to this defamation case, he was still looked at as a monster, that he was just trying to save face and that, you know, she was the victim. That's what it looked like. But now
Yeah.
we're in this whole trial thing and things are coming out like crazy. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I've been seeing things like every once in a while pop up and be like, wow, so what if Johnny's clear? Like, what if she made all this up? What if, you know, she's solely responsible for all the pain and destruction that is happening here, and she did it all to present herself in the best light and to what they said in the trial was to better her career. And like all these people stood up for her and made sure that she was gonna stay in Aquaman and stay in Justice League, and it's like, wow.
But what I don't get is how they haven't dropped her, because there's literally an audio of her saying that she hit him. She's like, "I didn't deck you, I hit you, and you know, you should have fought back," that kind of thing. I'm like, there's literally, she has evidence against her. And I was like, whoa, this bit, like, because her ex-girlfriend before had claims that Amber Heard would beat her too. So I'm like, what's gonna stop her from beating up Johnny Depp? So today, one of his bodyguards has like actual, like he saw her hit him, like he was in between them, and he was like, "We need to leave because you guys are fighting." Like they were both like yelling at each other, like bad things, obviously. But she, whatever chance she can get, she wants to hit him. So she hits him through the bodyguard, like past his face, because he's in the middle, and hits Johnny Depp, and he didn't see it coming, and he was like, "What the?" And so they both looked at each other like, "What the hell?" And then she tried to spit on him. She has no respect for Johnny at all. Like spitting on someone.
Oof.
You know, yeah, with the verbal stuff. Like I don't even talk to Nathan when we fight. I've never called him like bad names and stuff. So I'm like,
You guys fight?
Never. Like, we have discussions one time. That's it.
Discussions.
Discussions. But yeah, I can't believe like this whole trial is just showing what kind of person she is, and that they're trying to discredit. They're trying to say that Johnny is a different person when he's on drugs. So
Right.
this whole thing is airing out all his dirty laundry, and it's so fucked up. But he just wants everything. He just wants the truth to be out there. That's all he said. He's like, yeah, I had a cocaine problem and an alcohol problem, but everyone said that he didn't. They never seen him act aggressive. They never heard him yell. They've never heard him, even when he's on cocaine. He doesn't. They're like, he's leveled out. He's not a different person. So she's like, her attorneys are trying to turn it that way. They're like, well, he doesn't remember because he was on drugs, and they're trying to make it seem like that. But the thing is, the attorneys are not saying that about her, because they said while they were together that they had $100,000 wine bill because of her. She would drink that much, and now that she's not with Johnny Depp, he has basically his wine bill is like zero. She has an alcohol problem. There's not a time where they didn't see her drinking, doing like magic mushrooms, doing cocaine. She's doing all these drugs. They said their wedding was an LSD filled thing. Like, everyone there was doing drugs and knocked Johnny because he was trying to be sober. But I'm like, why can't they discredit her? Because she was doing drugs the whole time and drinking the whole time. So the whole case is, they're just trying to twist it that way for him. But the problem is with her attorneys, they want to object everything that his lawyers question witnesses. Objection, hearsay, objection, foundation. I'm like, but that's what's making them look bad, because Johnny's team doesn't object anything.
Yeah.
They're like, let it all be out there. We have nothing to hide. So it just shows how much that she has to hide, basically, because they object everything. Oh my god. And no one, like, people that they would see every day have seen her with physical, what's the word called,
like
visible
bruises, yeah,
anything like that. They're like, she can cover up a bruise, but she can't cover up swelling. Like, I can't even cover up a pimple. So how the hell is she gonna cover up a big ass bruise or cut, things like that?
Damn.
The rest of my case. I'm ready for her side of the testimony. Let's see what she has to say. But from everything you heard now, she's discredited herself completely for lying about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And I signed to remove that woman from Aquaman.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
3 million people has signed that now.
Well,
CGI
I mean,
some good actress on her instead.
I mean, DC has a lot of issues with casting people that you know,
Ezra
should stay out of trouble. Like,
yeah, let's talk about Ezra too.
oh my god.
This Ezra, he they need to go to the rehab, or
They are calling out for help, clearly.
Obviously, like,
and somebody needs to go and help them.
I don't understand, because so many people can get bailed out of jail, but at some point they have to face something, like go to court or whatever. So that's like 3 times they've bailed and nothing happens, just like a slap on the old wrist. I'm like, how does that work? You can't have that much money.
No, it's very weird. It really is. Like, it is a disgusting amount of power. Sorry, I'm like thinking of, like, anyways, disgusting amount of power that celebrities have, that I just think it's unwarranted. I do not think they should be on these pedestals whatsoever. Sure, they could make good content or whatever, but this is ridiculous. Like, listen, there's things that we can't get away with. celebrities should not get away with as well. It should be
Yeah.
equal footing. You know, you did something wrong, and it depends on what it is, I guess. You know, I mean, sometimes it's not that extreme. It's just something that you have a problem. You got to go take care of it. Go to rehab. Okay. It doesn't mean you have to go to jail for it. Okay. But there's other situations it's just like, okay, at some point you're gonna have to sit in jail for a little bit,
Yeah.
or something, or somebody needs to press charges and not be so afraid of what could
Yeah, that's
happen.
what I don't get. Why is no one pressing charges?
Well, I mean, he did make that threat. Maybe it was a believable threat, and people were just like, I just don't want any more. I don't want any problems. I don't want anything
Yeah.
to happen. And maybe it was like a realistic thing of others. Maybe he has others that are like going to threaten these people. You know, you never know. And that's the scary thing. And so I get that with people. It's just like, I just want to live a normal life and be left alone. Like, I don't want to be threatened. I love my life, you know?
Yeah. They're crazy. So let's see what happens. Flash is gonna still come out because they wasted so much money on it.
Dude, I am so mad about that. Like, because there's so many young actors that could have played Barry Allen.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie's, it's got Michael Keaton in it, man. They brought back Michael Keaton. Like, this is a special film, or it was a special film at one
And
point.
if it fails, that's gonna be such a low blow for Keaton. He comes back after all this time, and then
Yeah.
they do him
Yeah.
like that.
This is a Batman that's beloved, and he finally, you know, is convinced to come back to do a film. It happens to be the Flash film. It makes it more exciting, but now, and even Ben Affleck's in it. So there's two Batmans in that film, and not to mention Andy Muschietti, who did the It movies. Like, there's so many other people involved in that film that now it's got this disgusting stain all over it, you know?
And I don't see a lot of people talking about it. So
No, that's a weird thing.
maybe
Nobody
people are
is
gonna
talking
still
about
see
it. Like, every once in a while, like, I think the latest arrest, major outlets were actually reporting it, but like the first two, it was all under the radar. Like, only like the local stuff was posting about it. And I only heard about it really through John Campia. He brought it up and he says, this is becoming a pattern. And then it
Yeah.
happened again. He said, this is becoming a pattern. Somebody needs to go do something. And then I think the last one that happened, he was expressing like, listen, this Flash movie, I know either can't come out, or B, they're gonna sit on it for so long till people forget about what happens and then put it out, which is probably what's gonna happen because it costs so much money. And honestly, you and I know about this crap, but I guarantee you the general audience has zero idea what's going on and probably
Yeah.
don't even give a shit.
And
They're gonna
kids
go
are
see-
want to watch it.
Yeah, they're gonna go see the Flash because it's the Flash movie. It's a superhero movie. They have no recollection or they don't care about this other stuff. And I respect people who can separate that stuff too, you know.
Separate artists from
Yeah,
crap.
and that's great, but like, I haven't been able to listen to Kanye, so I mean, just
There it is.
I don't know how people do it, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Damn, that was a cheese made corner if I heard it.
I know. I could talk about it all day, but
Dang.
you're just gonna have to watch the case yourself.
No, I will not.
It's so entertaining.
I mean, I guess it is. It's just, I think what Johnny did, 7 days of defamation testimonies or what?
It's been 14 days.
14 days. See, jeez,
Mm-hmm.
man. Okay, I don't know. And so is she gonna have the same amount? 14 days?
I hope not, because how much bullshit can this bitch come up with?
How many fake tears?
So many fake tears. The whole time she has a fake frown, and she'll go talk to her lawyer and smile for a second, and then she realizes the camera's on her. She will just she'll be like and then, I'm like, dude, you're an actress.
You're an actress. That was that from La La Land?
La La Land.
You're an actress.
Oh man, that part, that that was improv.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Let's Oh, let's get out from there. Let's relax a little.
Let's get some good juice in the air.
Oh my gosh. Movie talk. Let's talk about movies. It is May, baby. May.
May. It's gonna be May.
It's May. It's May. Anyways, what else can I say? May. Okay, sorry. Let's talk about what's coming out in theaters. And I hope you're ready.
Oh, you sent me a trailer, but that's not coming out for a while.
Oh, I know. We could talk about that later. We don't necessarily have to talk about it. Let's talk about what's coming out in May. Ready?
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Now, this is all, I'm getting all my information from IMDb, guys, so I will say some movies that you probably have no idea, and we probably won't end up talking about it, but I'm going to say what's coming out, okay? Just so you know. What else is coming?
And do I say something while you say it?
Yeah, of course. Yes, of course.
I'll let you know if I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, obviously, Doctor Strange, super
excited. Paid
super
to
excited.
see it. I am ready to see it.
Hell yeah. I think tonight is its world premiere. If I'm not mistaken, it's its world premiere tonight. So we're probably going to get reactions tonight to the film. I don't know when the review embargo comes out, but normally when they have like these press screenings, they do like, you can tweet your initial thought. So tonight, I can't wait. Doctor Strange. I can't freaking wait, man. I love WandaVision. And I love the first Doctor Strange. I love what he did in Spider-Man No Way Home. Like, there's so much. I just love this world so much that I just can't wait to see what happens next. And there's so much speculation and what could happen in that movie that I'm like, So, what else is coming out? Something else that's coming out this week is called Happening. Never heard of it.
The Happening or
No,
Happening?
it's called Happening.
Who's in it?
You know what? I should share my screen with you so you can see.
Please do.
Let me see. Here you go.
This is all in May?
Right here. Happening.
I didn't even see a trailer for it when I went to the. Oh, you know what? That's probably an indie film, though.
Oh, maybe. And then something called The Twin.
Nah, it doesn't ring a bell. That's a horror movie. I'm not gonna know anything about that.
So that's 1 yay and 2 nas.
No, thank you.
All right, what else? Let's see. Coming soon. We got something. We got the Firestarter, or sorry, it's called Firestarter. This is a remake
with Zac Efron.
Zac Goody Efron.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. I just. I'm not interested. You?
Not interested.
The Innocents.
Not interested.
That looks like a crazy poster. I don't know. Downton Abbey, A New Era.
Is that a show?
It's a movie.
I might actually watch that because I did not watch any of the show.
The show's not half bad, actually. I watched was it 6 seasons or something?
Whoa.
Back in the Disney.
I thought you were gonna say I watched a season.
Yeah, I've seen it.
All 6 seasons?
And then I've seen the movie that came out with it. Huh. It was a dark path. And then something called Men. I'm not sure.
Oh, scary. So that trailer came on when we went to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Tell me.
I already seen the trailer and it already freaked me out, but seeing it again on the big screen with the loudness. And then so it reveals it's a woman. I think she's in a countryside full of men. It's really weird, and it's just how men gang up on women. I think it's gonna be that kind of thing. Because her husband dies.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing you see in the movie is she goes to countryside. The first thing she does is she goes, "Oh, I had an apple." And he's like, "From the tree, you mustn't do that." And he goes, "Because Eve," and it was like a weird like thing, and he does like a creepy laugh, and she like laughs with them. And then it goes into about her husband dying, and she's talking to a priest that kind of looks like the other guy she was talking to. Like all the guys look the same, and I don't know if that's part of the movie. And then he goes, "You're probably wondering what you did to cause him to kill himself." And I'm like, "What? Damn." What? And then it's very creepy.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's really scary. And then and then it goes men. And then the guy behind us is like, I can't imagine anything more scary. Like, there you go.
Dude, I like the director Alex Garland. Well, I shouldn't. I've only seen one of his movies, and I love it. Ex Machina. Have you seen that one?
Well, I haven't seen it, but I might. Hey, let me tell you something. I know we're talking about May movies coming out, but I saw a trailer for a Jordan Peele movie. It has
Nope.
Kiki Palmer.
It's called Nope.
Oh yeah, nope. And that movie looks crazy as fuck.
Yeah.
I think it's about aliens or something.
I don't know what it's about. I haven't been keeping up, but I remember the only I think I saw the trailer when it came out. Super Bowl weekend is when the trailer came out.
Oh, okay. That's the first time I've even heard of it.
It's like everybody's looking up towards the sky, right? And they're like, "What is going on?"
Ah,
Yeah. But yeah, you got to see Ex Machina. It's with Oscar Isaac and
oh,
what's
my
his
boy.
Donald Gleason, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
And
the actress
what's her
Isaac.
name? Alicia Vikander.
Vikander.
And man, that is a good movie. Oscar is so great in that movie. He's bald and he dances. And dude, you can't go wrong with an Oscar Isaac performance.
He's a great actor.
I love him. I love him. I hope he's a good person. Okay.
Amen.
May 27th. Oh, I didn't say any of the dates. Sorry.
That's okay.
Scratch
That's all
that.
right.
All right. Are you interested in the Bob's Burgers movie?
Okay, I like when I was in hygiene school, I would literally just leave Bob's Burgers on when I was studying, and there's so many like good one-liners in that show, especially from the son.
Right.
But I wouldn't pay to see the movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a pass.
I'm not particularly interested in that movie. I know Denise, my friend,
Mhm.
our friend,
My friend.
she was from remember she loves Bob Burgers, whatever it's called, the Bob's Burgers. What?
She dressed up as one of the girls for Halloween.
I'm assuming Tina.
Tina, the
Oh,
one with the red
Tina.
apron. Red.
Oh, that's the
dress.
mom.
That's the mom.
So Louisa, she has bunny ears. Tina, she wears a skirt and a blue shirt, and she does the ugly twerking. And then the
That
yeah.
one? Or this one?
I don't know.
Oh. Well, you heard it here first.
That show is really funny though. Like at
I don't
first I
know.
wasn't really into it, but there's some funny lines in that show.
I know the guy that does the voice is from Archer. I remember I liked
Archer.
Archer was
It's
pretty funny.
Archer's so good. Well, I haven't seen the newest seasons, but it was really good at a time.
It may slim pickings, man, as far as like theatrical releases. But the last one on the list here is Top Gun Maverick.
And Lizette, you're watching Top Gun #1. Thank you.
Oh, she's
Heyo.
here. She's here now. Remember what I said the other day? I said I don't think I can make you watch Top Gun because I think you. Okay.
Mark Anthony said I don't have to.
If I get you Tiger Noodle House, will you watch Top Gun? Anything you want.
But wouldn't it be a pretty good experience to watch it with Brittany and I, where we would laugh and we would?
If Brittany's there, I'll watch it.
Because I can tell you right now, Alyssa hates Top Gun. She hated the first movie. She watched it with her boyfriend. She hated it. So
when's my deadline?
How could she hate it?
I
Your deadline is until the movie comes out. The second one.
When's that though?
May 27th.
May 26th.
Okay, let's do it. May 14th, we're watching Top Gun.
If you have time.
I'll have time then.
Will I have time?
You'll have time.
Just kidding.
Mark Anthony said it was very cheesy.
She will think it is.
There is an amazing scene, Lisette, that will bring you back into the film where Tom Cruise is singing like a damn. What that scene just
You
made
lost
that love
and
and feeling. And I was like, if a man came up to me and sang to me like that,
Yep. Nathan, get on it, bro.
Nathan, maybe that could be part of our wedding. Top Gun moment.
Ooh, and he has to wear the sailor, the naval outfit.
No, he doesn't need to.
But yes, Top Gun, the first one, is extremely cheesy. I understand if people who watch it now will probably have not the greatest things to say about it, but if you had grown up on it, it's different. It's like, yeah,
An older film.
It's
I
Top
have a
Gun.
lot of things to say about Molly Ringwald movies. Very racist.
yes, that's true.
You know, okay?
A lot of movies from the 80s and all that don't age very well.
They don't.
Has Nathan seen it?
What?
Is it rated R?
PG. It's PG.
It's PG.
You haven't seen it, Top Gun?
What?
The first Top Gun?
Doubt it.
He said doubt it. So we'll watch the whole movie and maybe he'll realize he's seen it.
He's definitely gonna say, "I know that song."
Yeah. He'll recognize the songs for sure.
I can't wait for the new.
The
Top
movie
Gun.
is so good that Justin Long and Drew Barrymore talk about it in another movie called Going the Distance.
Oh,
That's how good that movie is.
I love Going the Distance. That's
That's
an underrated
A
movie.
great movie. Have you seen that, Lisette?
No, see, Brittany, that's a movie.
That's a movie.
That's a movie.
That's a movie right there.
That's a movie that I would put as that. Remember that idea I had if we talked about a movie a month? Like it'd be movies that are small or movies that we've seen that are like kind of special gems. Like Going the Distance would be one of those movies we would talk about.
Hell yes.
And I know I said it live on the podcast. Don't hold it against me. But I've been wanting to do like movie specific episodes.
Let's watch that this month.
You for real?
I'm for real. If Lizette hasn't seen it, that movie's even mom loves that movie.
It's so good. It's
Yeah,
when
have you
it's
seen
when
it?
Justin Long and Drew Barrymore were together, right?
What?
Going the Distance. Yeah,
And-
it was when they were together.
And Charlie Day's in it from It's Always Fun Sunny in Philadelphia.
Amen.
It's hilarious. And what's her name?
Oh, Christina Applegate.
Yeah, there it is.
And Jim Gaffigan.
Oh
He's
no,
so
Jason
funny.
Sudeikis.
Yes.
Jason
look.
Sudeikis.
Ted himself.
Lasso. Oh,
He-
yes. Just by the cast, I would definitely see this.
And Nathan said he doesn't think he's seen it.
Oh great.
Could mean anything.
No
Which-
surprise there.
Could mean he has seen it.
Can we? You know what? Pretty would be a fun skit.
What?
If we made a list, printed out a list of movies, and had Nathan read them and go, "Never seen it. Never seen it. Never seen. I think I've seen it. Never seen it."
Oh, tell Brittany the game we want to play. The impersonation one.
Oh, she knows. Didn't I tell you, or didn't I text you about it? Or
I don't know.
Oh, because you sent us the Jake. Shit. Hold on, I gotta finish Top Gun.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Guys, I'm trying to run a show
stay
here.
on track, guys.
Keep impressions in your head. Top Gun Maverick. I can't wait to see it. They, like I told you earlier, they screened it at CinemaCon. Everyone is raving about it. They said it's got the perfect blend of nostalgia. You don't have to see the first one to see it. However, Lisette does.
Yeah.
And and apparently the stunts and the aircraft scenes are spectacular. Next level, mind blowing. This is a movie that I hope, I don't know if it's gonna happen, that I would love to see in IMAX, like the biggest screen possible. I would
I
love
don't
to
even
see
know
it.
if they have IMAX here in Houston.
Well, we have two here, one at Palladium and then one at the AMC downtown. So, yeah. So, anyways, sorry. Yeah, I can't wait for Top Gun Maverick, and I'm pretty sure those reviews are gonna pop up pretty soon. I'm assuming they'll come out after Doctor Strange, because I think Doctor Strange is gonna get really hyped for a little bit. But then it will transfer to Top Gun, and man, I've been dying for this movie. Have you seen a movie called Oblivion, Britt, with Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, the director of Top Gun directed that one. So I like Oblivion. It's not a perfect movie, but for some reason, I'm just kidding.
Oblivion and Edge of Tomorrow came out like at the same time.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get confused about which is which, and a lot of people
Yeah.
didn't really like Oblivion. So, but I actually liked it. You looked it up. Is that why you said? Mm? Oh, sorry. I thought you were being silly because it was Tom Cruise. Tom's fine. There's a new picture of Tom out with Lady Gaga because Lady Gaga's doing the theme song for Top Gun. Anyways, impressions. Britt,
Talk to me.
you remember when you sent us the Jake Gyllenhaal and Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that thing! I laughed so hard. We laughed so hard. It made her fall in love with Jake Gyllenhaal,
Right?
and it was hilarious. I was like, this would be so much fun to do with Britt because I know I'm bad at accents. I'm pretty sure you're bad at accents too.
What are you talking about?
Officer Whitney.
I've already wired you the money.
That video made me want to be friends
With
with
Jake.
Jake. Like
From State Farm.
I can see him in our little group, you know?
Imagine.
we can let's hit him up. Let's see.
No,
let's
not.
be friends. Let's be acquaintances.
You can't be friends if you're acquaintances.
Let's be friends.
All right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hey, let me tell you, I've really been into. Are we done talking?
Well, we'll transition to what you're gonna say, and then we're gonna talk about Doctor Strange. The first.
Oh, but you want to do an accent challenge?
No, I
No.
don't. Not yet. I'm just saying, like, it would be cool to get a jar, and like, you have to do a Bane impersonation, or you have to.
Let's that be our next segment for the next week's episode.
Well, who's gonna put the effort into making that?
I will. I'm off on Friday. So is my fiance.
Tomorrow, as of tomorrow, I am free from educational garbage.
Amen.
And then I will be on my way to get my master's degree to film and media studies, guys. It's finally here. I've been getting all kind of wow. Sorry guys, if you can't see, Nathan is spread eagle.
I don't even know how he makes his legs do that.
I mean, geez, Louise, does he do yoga every morning?
He looks like a scorpion.
I mean, yeah, he's ready to strike. Film studies. Yeah, film studies. And I'm almost there. I'm
One step closer to the edge.
and I'm about to break. Yeah, so great. Okay, sorry. Brittany, were you gonna say something else, or can we move on to talking about Doctor Strange like I promised the fans?
I mean, we're over time, so go ahead and talk about Doctor Strange.
Overtime, overpaid, and overlaid. Here we go.
Underpaid.
Doctor Strange. The first Doctor Strange. Let me pull out some information about that one because I'm super excited to talk about the movie because I'm super excited for the sequel.
Let's
All right.
go.
I think Doctor Strange came out in 2016, if I'm not incorrect.
If you're not mistaken.
I can confirm that it did in fact come out in 2016. This is the movie that followed Captain America: Civil War, which Captain America: Civil War is my all-time. It's arguably my favorite MCU movie is Captain America: Civil War. So Doctor Strange was one of these weird movies that I wasn't 100% sold on. I like Benedict Cumberbatch, but I wasn't so sure. Like it was one of those.
I didn't
Marvel
like
movies.
him.
It was like Guardians. Like when I first saw the trailer for Guardians, I was like, I'm not so sure about this. And I went to an IMAX preview for Doctor Strange. It was a 15-minute preview, and they specifically showed the sequence when the Ancient One, when he meets the Ancient One, and she sends him through like all those dimensions, like oh, like he's like screaming, and little baby hands are coming off of his hands, and it was like this mind trip of a sequence to see in IMAX, and I got a cool poster with it and everything. I have the proof. It's in my closet. And anyways, so I got really excited after that, and then I went to go see it. And this is just one of those like dope standalone films. I really do, and the more I watch it, like I feel like it's underrated. Like I feel like it doesn't get enough love. It's just, it's about Dr. Stephen Strange, who's all about his hands. He gets into a horrible car accident, and his hands are destroyed basically, and he spends his last dollar trying to figure out how to bring his hand back, and that's when he runs into the Ancient One. Now, of course, stuff in between, to get the information to go to was it Carmartage? Carmartage. I want to make sure I get that right because Jorge corrected me last time when I said he went to Carmartage or whatever.
You said Taj Mahal.
Oh, Taj Mahal, but he went to Carmartage. Okay, Jorge. Anyways, I remember. Yeah, and so from there it's just a mind trip, and I just love how I told Lisette, I said this is basically their answer to Tony Stark, right? In a way, he's supposed to fulfill that hole of being that sarcastic, rich a-hole who's not as like charismatic as Tony Stark, obviously, but
Yeah.
he fulfills that part, and he kind of took on a little bit of like kind of like that uncle in Spider-Man Far From Home, or sorry, No Way Home. Anyways, sorry. So he learns about the mystic arts, and he starts to, he gets into it until he realizes, oh snap, there's bigger threats.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want no part of this. And that's when everything goes to crap. You got Mads Mikkelsen coming in there to blow things up, and he fights him and all this stuff in a very comedic fight moment, actually. I love that moment. Wow, I feel like I'm the only one that's seen this movie. And
I've seen the
She said
movie. I like at first I didn't like Benedict Cumberbatch until I saw Sherlock Holmes,
yeah.
the series, and then I was like, he's awesome. So then that made me want to go see Doctor Strange. But I think I didn't like it because it was at a time where our little brother would watch movies 20 million times until everything lost all meaning. So I think I watched it too many times to not enjoy it anymore.
Wow.
So like the first time I kind of fell asleep, then I watched it again. But it's a decent movie, but the second one looks more let's say more better. It looks like it will be better than the first film, because always the first films have too much. You gotta go deep dive and origin story. So I always get bored of the first movie.
Well, that's the only reason why that's why Marvel has the track record that it does. Everything's episodic. It's like if
Mhm.
you got the patience, it will pay off. There's a reason why this multiverse is so exciting. Aside from all this, we'll get into like the special stuff that may happen, the cameos and stuff. But what they did with Doctor Strange and how they led him through this film, he had a cameo in Thor Ragnarok. Then he was in Avengers Infinity War, where he saw all these futures. And then in Endgame, when he tells Tony that this is the moment, yeah, what you're thinking is exactly what you should be doing right now. And then he was in No Way Home and all this stuff. And then, of course, Scarlet Witch with her storyline from Age of Ultron. Then it leads to Civil War, and then of course what happens in Infinity War and Endgame, and then WandaVision. Like all these stories have built up to have the anticipation that Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness has. But you gotta have these movies to get to those movies, dog. Like you can't just
I
throw
know.
Doctor Strange out there. You gotta go through this. And I love this movie. I appreciate it. I love all the magic, the mystical elements. I know people had a big issue with the whitewashing of the Ancient One. I kind of respect, or I respect Kevin Feige when he said that we were trying to stay away from being a stereotype,
Mhm.
because traditionally in the comics, but I understand people's gripes about it as well. But I think Tilda Swinton did a pretty good job as playing the Ancient One. She kind of did a great job. I mean, obviously Benedict Wong playing Wong did a fantastic job. Chiwetel Ejiofor and Rachel McAdams. Like, the cast is great, and the music for it by Michael Giacchino also great. This is a Michael Giacchino episode. Didn't I say it earlier?
I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, and then all the way to the end, like that last fight that happens where everything's in reverse is such a major trip. It's just I don't know. I think the movie is just well laid out. It gives you enough to figure out who Doctor Strange is and what he's about, while giving you those elements of magic, like the playing with the time. But then you also have Doctor Strange, who tests everything, right?
Yeah.
And challenges everything, and I like that. I don't know. It's I think it's an underrated film in the MCU, and I think people should check it out. And then when he goes against Dormammu, I love it. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. And then, of course, the tie to this title of the episode of the moment when the Ancient One tells Doctor Strange that it's not about you. And that's when he realizes, dang, it's not about me. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the only one that watched this film.
No.
Oh, Lisette wanted to say a line that she liked. She
Say
only
it.
got, in her defense, she only got an hour and 12 minutes in. And she did really good, actually. I was surprised. I thought she was only going to make us watch 10 minutes, but she got it over an hour. She still has to finish it, and she says she wants to finish it. So that's a good sign.
That is a
but
good sign.
She wants to say her favorite line, though. Go ahead. Floor is yours.
Hold on.
Sam.
The baby Sam. I liked it.
A
Hold
review?
on.
You didn't even
Yes.
finish it.
No.
Okay, go ahead.
What I've seen so far, I've liked. He has that like humor. What did I say? His humor is like someone. I forgot who. But his humor. He has humor. But my favorite part is when he's getting therapy from some person at the hospital. And he tells the guy, what does he say? Tell me this bachelor's degree. And I told Mark Anthony, I'm gonna start calling people that when I get
Get ready.
my
Get ready.
my graduate degree. I'm gonna be like, you bachelor's
This
degree.
I'm telling you, mine comes a little bit quicker because I'm online. On May 9th is my
You
commencement.
guys can call me
after that,
associate's degree.
I am calling you guys bachelor's degree and associate's degree.
Nathan, I'm changing your name in my phone to bachelor's degree.
Or you could say GD, general degree.
That's what he has?
No?
No, that's what they say on the trial of Johnny
Oh my
Depp and Amber Heard.
Oh my god. Okay. Brittany, before we
Talk to me.
leave, okay. Doctor Strange, we're obviously excited about it. It comes out this week. I can't wait to see the reactions that are gonna pop up tonight. The big thing is everyone's speculating cameos, because specifically because of what happened in WandaVision and what happened in Spider-Man. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Who you gonna see in this film? Or who would make you jaw drop? Like, hero wise, I guess. If you know any.
Is Captain America no longer showing up?
Well, technically the mantle has been passed on to Falcon, and so Anthony Mackie's Captain America.
Okay, so let me say this then.
But but Steve Rogers is still out there. He's just old.
He's in a different universe, the metaverse. No?
Well, okay. The way Endgame explained it is that he goes back in time to return the stones and to go live his life with Agent Carter. And so when he pops up again at the end, he's very old and he hands Sam Wilson the shield. So he's in that universe when he hands him the shield. In this universe.
Maybe Tom Holland will make a cameo
You think so?
because in the Avengers he's like, I'm scared. Maybe there's like a whole.
What?
He's like, I don't feel too well.
Yeah, but he says that to Tony.
Yeah, but that part was so
This is
sad.
so funny.
Him coming back
This
would
is why
be
I'm
like,
having her go first because she's.
you know what? Forget you, Margaret.
have no
Whatever.
idea.
I'm not, I really can't anticipate anything happening because I'm already excited that WandaVision is in it. So what
It's just
else?
Wanda. It's just Wanda.
I'm calling her WandaVision.
Vision is a different person.
I know.
Okay. Well, for certain, I am excited because, as far as I know, Charles Xavier is supposedly coming into this that's played by Patrick Stewart. He's played Charles Xavier in all the X-Men films, as well as Logan with Hugh Jackman. I would be so excited with whatever cameo. The one rumor that I've been really hoping that would happen, that I gotten to the point where I don't think it's going to happen, is that there was a rumor for a while that Marvel was going to kind of do this thing where they were going to put, because they've been teasing variants and since Loki, right? There's different
Mhm.
variants of Loki. So there was an idea of like, what if Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness introduced these variants of characters that were supposed to be played by somebody else, or like they were close to playing that character. For example, before Chris Evans was cast as Captain America, John Krasinski was also considered for that role. So, like, what if John Krasinski would show up as Captain America? But then there's
Interesting.
the other side of that coin is people really want John Krasinski as oh gosh, the name is blanking. Fantastic Four, Reed Richards. Thank you.
Mhm.
Gosh, Reed Richards, and that's what people really want him to show up as, and like a official confirmation that John Krasinski is going to lead Fantastic Four, which we don't know yet. We don't know yet, but that's what they're thinking. But me, I would love, because a lot of people know this, that originally, before Robert Downey Jr. signed on to be Tony Stark / Iron Man, the role was going to go to Tom Cruise. Now,
Ew.
I think it would be really cool if that were to happen, and it would, but I know that it would probably lead to like I don't think he would do. I mean, maybe he would do a cameo. Like I feel like maybe it's within his wheelhouse because of what he did with Les Grossman
Mhm.
from Tropic Thunder.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, so that's the ones that I'm like I really hope would happen. What could happen? Well, I'm sure we could probably see one of the Spider-Men. I'm assuming. I don't think Tom Holland. I think it would be Tobey Maguire. Or maybe Tom Holland. Maybe Tom. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has one more to do. So maybe he will pop up.
See?
And that would end his contract. And then that would be super sad. It'd be cool to see. I would love if Hugh Jackman popped up for a cameo. I mean, I know he's not Wolverine anymore, but come on. You know? But obviously these are not confirmed cameos. The only person that we were able to see in the trailer, sort of, and have him talk a little bit was Patrick Stewart. So we know Charles Xavier's in it.
Interesting.
And yeah, I don't know who else I would like to see. I know other people have been speculating so many other things and other people, like different versions of characters, but this movie is, I don't know how long this movie is supposed to be.
I think 2.5 hours probably.
2.5 hours. So
Wait, 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I don't know. I don't know what they could squeeze into this movie.
Well, they don't have to deal with the whole origin story again.
It's 2 hours and 6 minutes, dude. So
What?
it's gonna be a quick watch if there's a bunch of cameos. So I highly doubt there's gonna be a bunch of cameos. Then I think they will introduce somebody major that's gonna play a big role later on in the
You know what though? You might be right about the Tobey Maguires
why.
because I was just seeing that he was the one that directed the Spider-Mans with Tobey Maguires.
Oh yeah, Sam Raimi is in this, or sorry, directed this film. I can't wait, dude. And I don't know. I'm done. I don't know. I have nothing else to contribute. I'm super
There's
excited. for
nothing
this movie.
else to
I'm
say.
super excited, and we both go see it Saturday. I don't know. Should we do? I feel like, are we at a point where it doesn't matter if we do spoilers right away?
I don't care anymore. I think we should do spoilers.
Yeah, I think I've gotten to the point where I'm done being careful with going into spoilers right away. I think the next episode we should do a spoiler filled podcast.
I'm down to come.
Doctor Strange in the multiverse of madness. So, anyways, there we go. There's the episode. This is gonna be fun to put together, and ay. All right, Brittany, you know what to do.
This has been episode 37 of the movie reference. Thank y'all for listening. Please like and follow us on Instagram under the name Movie Reference. But yes, we're on Spotify, Apple Music, and Anchor, whatever podcast listening service you have. We are there, honey. We are there. So listen. Snaps for the movie reference.
Snap.
Snap. Be ready for the next episode. It will be filled with cheese may and spoilers. Thank you. Good morning and good evening and good night. Bye.
I would like to publicly address an apology to Mr. Nathan for calling you bachelor's degree.
Whoa.
Can't even live with it.
I'm sorry, Nathan. That was mean.
Let me consider whether I forgive you.
They didn't apologize for calling me an associate's degree, so.
I didn't do that. That was Mike Anthony.
I'll never apologize. All right, we got to get to Jorge's trying to interrupt part of the whatever to end this episode. Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop,
Got
whoop.
the energy. Put the energy. Take it out on my enemies. Energy. I don't know.
That was too much energy.
Well,
That
I
was
brought
not
it.
energy at all.
You got to bring the energy, dog. All right. Anyways.
Dog.
Oh yeah. When you said "What's up, dog," did you say "What's up, dog"?
Did?
You did?
Maybe.
I don't know. Every time I hear that, I think of The Office.
Which part of The Office?
There's like a skit where he goes, what does he say? It smells like up, dog.
Oh, what's up, dog?
Nothing. What's up with you? Or he ends up messing it up anyway. Anyway, sorry. All right, let's get into this. Hola, mis amigos. Bienvenido a la referencia de la película, aka the movie reference. This is episode 37.
Sneak peeks.
We have a fan in the building.
Ooh, are we taking fans?
I guess, yeah.
Marc Anthony, you need more energy, dude. What intro is that? Bienvenidos a la referencia.
Wow.
Why you out of breath?
Because he had to walk up those damn stairs.
Bienvenidos.
Whoa, we got a Spanish speaker on.
Did I show you my tattoo?
Oh, nice.
Is this live?
Yeah,
Just
this is
kidding.
live.
This is live. We're live right now.
Just edit me out.
I'm gonna
You
put
know
that.
he will. That's
I'ma put-
what he does.
I'm gonna put that shit at the very end. So now he has a reason to tune in later on.
Yeah.
All right, I'm doing it again.